It's flowing out nice. Okay, so I picked up this $30 paint sprayer. And no, it's not made to paint cars. It's literally meant to paint fences, houses, cabinets, and probably your grandma's porch swing. But I thought, what if I just send it and try spraying real automotive paint with it? No compressor, no fancy setup, just this little guy and some guts. Now, full disclosure, I got this idea from another YouTuber, Triggerman. I saw his video and thought, I've got to try this for myself and just see if this is a legit option for painting a car. I mean, if I can lay down a halfway decent finish with this, that's a game changer for anyone trying to paint a car on a budget. Worst case, it turns into a glitter cannon. And I just end up using this to paint my grandma's porch. So yeah, I'm putting this bargain bin sprayer to the test. Base coat, clear coat, the whole deal. Let's see if it's a joke or if it might just be a budget hack that none of us saw coming. Okay, so Darius got this fender all ready. He's got it all sanded with 600. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so this comes with several different tips. We got the 1.5 in here. I think this is probably gonna be the best, but it also comes with like a 1.0 and a 2.0. Ooh, I put it on pretty heavy. Ooh, fish on bad. Let me turn the volume down. All right, I put that on way too heavy. All right, we're gonna try it again. This is the first time I've used this, so I'm gonna get a little bit farther back. Still fishing in. We're gonna let it flash off. I think something's blowing up. It's not terrible. I mean, it's uniform. Let's try some clear. It's not too bad. I think I'd have to practice a little bit more with it, but we're gonna throw some clear on this. It's also transparent, but let's see how it lays clear. Because once it gets down to the bottom, it won't use all that paint. And then once it gets short on paint, it starts spitting and sputtering. If it was gravity feed, it might be a little bit better. No. I mean, it's laying it down okay, but I think it's fisheye for some reason. It must be that clear we put on this before. But actually the finish
not bad.
Isn't too bad if it wasn't for those little fish eyes. Just trying to see if it's viable for DIYers, see if they could actually use it on their vehicle, you know? And then they don't have to have a compressor. So it would be a good thing. I'm just gonna go for it, put another coat on. I'm sick of waiting. No, it actually lays the clear on pretty nice. I mean, I might run it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
One more coat on. a little bit of orange peel. It's kind of awkward and bulky. We're gonna have to try it on a hood.
It's not bad.
It's flowing out nice. You definitely got to move quick. Dumps it on there. The fan pattern's not huge on this one. The other one that they were selling had a fan adjustment here. So one of the possible issues I see is cleaning this gun if you want to use it more than once. Because it has this paper baffle here that gets stained with the paint, you can't really clean it, and it's probably not going to hold up for a real long time. I don't see it being an everyday use gun. If you're just painting one vehicle, it might be a viable option. That's not going to matter that much. And it's only 30 to 40 bucks, so it's not that expensive. We're just running some thinner through it here, cleaning it up, because we do want to do a hood with this, because I really want to use this once again. But if you look at this finished product, the clear coat doesn't look bad. It flowed out pretty well. I put 3 coats of clear on it. I put it on pretty heavy, but this is the first time I'm using it. It looks better on camera than it does in person, just so you know. But it is pretty smooth. It would need a cut and buff, and of course it has some dust in it, but that's not the gun's fault. Some of the issues I have with this gun. If you're thinking about using this gun to paint your vehicle, you got to understand that this is not very efficient. It goes through a lot of materials, so it's going to use a lot of paint. It's going to use a lot of clear coat. The transfer efficiency is not great. You know, that's all part of it. It's not designed to paint a car. So the other issue I found is that you cannot run it low on paint or clear coat. If you do, it's going to start spitting and sputtering large droplets. As long as you keep it full of paint, you get a nice uniform finish. So even in the metallics that we were spraying here. Another thing I noticed is you can't come off of the trigger and on the trigger like you can a conventional gun. If you start spraying, you want to spray that entire panel or let off the trigger when you're off the panel, which you kind of should be doing anyway. Other things I've noticed, it puts on a lot of paint. The control of the fluid's not that great. So you need to move quickly when you're spraying your base and your clear coat. I had to make sure I had a good amount of distance between the panel and the spray gun. And kind of missed it on there. Definitely missed it on there for your base coat. Now clear coat, I put 3 coats on. I put it on pretty heavy and it flowed out nicely. I actually think this is a legitimate option to paint your car. I mean, for the guy that's looking to just get a coat of paint on their car, make it look better. If you're not looking for a show quality finish, you're willing to cut and buff it afterwards, this is a great option. You're not going to have a compressor. Obviously, you don't have to worry about the air supply or purchasing a lot of expensive tools. I mean, this was like the cheapest one on Amazon. I paid for it. It was like 38 bucks, I think. And there might be a better option out there. I don't know. There is one that adjusts the fan as well. I would have liked to seen that. You can't beat it for the price. For what it does, you can use it to paint your car, and then you can use it to paint your shed or house. I would definitely spend some time practicing with this gun just to get a good feel for it before you go ahead and paint your car. If you've used one of these guns to paint your car, let us know your experience down in the comments. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned on the channel for more videos. We're working on this Camaro right now. Doing this quarter panel. That's coming up soon. So be sure to check that out. Good looking Camaro. Had a good sized dent in the quarter panel. We're fixing that. We'll be painting this week. That video will be coming up soon. So stay tuned. If you want to help support the channel and you're looking for a digital guide for how to do body work, how to spray clear coat, how to spray base coat, how to do metal work, I have those guides available for you at GarageNoiseGear.com. We'll see you on the next episode. This could be a major flop. I don't know. I've used these sprayers before, but I was painting my house. One I had from Harbor Freight, it would not paint a vehicle.